This is a Sony PS1 Classic or PS1 modded, and it has over 20,000 games. Edit games are from the best classic consoles from 80s and 90s. On top of PS1 games, there are also games from NES, Super NES, Sega Genesis, Nintendo 64, TurboGrafx, Atari, and many others. All the edit games are on this 1 TB hard drive, which connects with a splitter. It uses two USB controllers like this. You can also use PS4 or PS5 controllers with it. Connects to a TV with HDMI cord, just like any modern console. This is a mini console, so it does not play discs. You don't need any discs. All the games are on this hard drive. We have power button here and we have reset button. Reset button also save game progress. In order to play it, all we need to do is connect two controllers, or one if you're using just one. Then connect this power assembly together with the hard drive. So basically you connect this end to the console and this end to your power outlet. Power adapter may be different. It just has to be something that powers console and hard drive. And here we have HDMI cord just connected to a TV or monitor or projector. And that's it. Very simple. I'm going to show you how it works, its quirks and features. We connected the power. I'm using a long 15-foot cord I bought on Amazon. This way is better, this way you can have the console further from a TV. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna turn on the TV and start playing. It comes with some instructions, 2 pages, but everything is very logical here, so I'm not sure I will need it, but it's good to read once at least. We start with this menu where we can choose between Auto Blim or Emulation Station. Auto Blim is for PS1 games. I'm gonna press Start. After everything is loaded, we can see all the PS1 games. Everything goes alphabetically, starting with numbers, and we see all the games. If you just press right, it's gonna go through them quickly. It's pretty much all the library. Maybe a few games are missing. Some of them will never work with it, so that's why they are missing. Taken 3, press X. We're gonna fight this guy. Yes. Go girl, girl. Yoshimitsu. He's definitely much stronger than the first guy. If we want to save the game, we just press reset button on the console. Just like that. After that we have 4 save slots, which is much better than what we had before. When we have this console unmodded with 20 games, you only get, I believe, once X. And then we have resume. And here we have 4 resume points. And here is our resume point, and you just press X. And you can continue anytime from the same moment you stopped. I'm just pressing random buttons, I don't know how to play this. Grand Theft Auto. Gran Turismo, so we have simulation mode and we have arcade mode, so we have both. Let's try simulation mode. Press X to start. When you choose your game, make sure you press X, not start. If you press start, it's gonna get you to a random game, just like that. But this way you can navigate quickly, because there are so many games and it's hard to get to the game you want quickly. I'm gonna try this one, Crash Bandicoot 3. Press reset button to save game. X to save. And then it's here. If you want to exit PS1 games and go play some other games, you can press circle to cancel and then choose emulation station, which is square. Then it loads emulation station with all the added systems there. 48 different platforms, different emulations in here. We have Atari, we have Atari 5200, 2600, 7800, Atari Lynx, ColecoVision, Dreamcast, Famicom Disk System, Nintendo Game & Watch, Game Gear, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Sega Genesis in television. You also see the year in television is from 1979. Sega Master System, Nintendo 3DS. For Nintendo 3DS, you'll need a different controller with a like analog controller. You'll probably be good with a PS5 controller or PS4 controller. Nintendo 3, Neo Geo CD, NES, Neo Geo Pocket Color, Nintendo 64, same goes for Nintendo 64, Odyssey 2, PSP, Sega CD, Sega 32X, Sega SG-1000, Super Nintendo, Supergraph, TurboGrafx CD, Vectrex, Virtual Boy, Wonder Swan Color, Final Burn Alpha, no idea what it is, and this one, and an Amiga CD32, Armstat, Atari. You have Commodore 64, MSX, IBM, Sinclair, various ports. We're going to try something that we know, which will be Nintendo, Mario, 3400 games. These include different modifications, so games that were never released or only released for some specific markets. Launch X again. Then we have all the games. Some are separated into folders. We're gonna go with Super Mario Bros, the one that everybody knows. This one you can scroll pretty fast like this. Super Nintendo. X to launch. Now let's see. We're going to play probably Donkey Kong. How about Donkey Kong? We have a bunch of them here. Country 2, 3. Let's just play this one. We're gonna get some bananas. We got another monkey with us. This monkey can fight. I like this monkey more actually. I just press things. Oops. Once you want to save game, you press select L1 and it says saved state to slot 0. It's on the bottom. And if you want to load it, select R1 and it loads the game. You can also press select and start together and it opens RetroArch, and then you can in RetroArch you have a few things. I wouldn't mess up with the controls and stuff, complicated stuff, but there is also saves in here. You can close content from here. Save state, you can do this. You can press this, saved. Then you can also load, and you can close content. You can operate through RetroArch as well, and this way you can choose your game from this menu. It might not be that nice, but it works. We'll try some Sega CD over here, and we're gonna play something really popular. It's going to be Sonic CD. Press X, press run. And once again select L1 to save. Saved, and select start to quicked. You can close this content, and we'll always have this save there. Just press X to close content. We're going to try some TurboGrafx games. It's going to be Castlevania Rondo of Blood. Games originally were 4x3, so that's why you have this on the sides, because nowadays monitors are 16:9 or 16:10, more wide than before. Great console with so many games, about 24,000. It may take you just an hour or two to get used to controls and stuff, but so far I think it's the best retro thing I've seen. Now you can also power it off by pressing L2 and R2 together.